Good evening, friends and neighbors. Tessuigi at the desk with the flying purple baseball beaters. And 2023 home opener. We spoiled the Padres opening day, won that series, or split that series. Won a mini two-gamer up against the Dodgers, which means we are currently off to a good start in the Western Division. If you take a look at the preseason predictions, we were projected to tie with the Giants for the National League West lead. We don't have the offense they do, but we do have the defense. Brock Burke expected to have a bounce-back season. Interesting to see some of the other top names in the projections. Now we're getting into the real world, of course. They're calling Bryce Harper for 50 home runs. He came one short last season. He hit 63 in 2020, but finished behind Claudio Arias. It'll be very interesting to see how this year turns out. Dom Nunez finally has himself a World Series ring after bringing home a championship for the Nationals over the Astros last year. The Nats beat us in the NLDS. Over in the American League, they're calling the Tigers to win 101 games. Despite all the injuries, Tigers have really become like the pinnacle of a quality organization. That's 5 straight division crowns in the AL Central, 6 in 8 seasons. They remind us of, us from a few seasons ago. Yankees projected to win the AL East. Blue Jays right hot on their tails. Mariners projected to win the AL West. Yeah, the Reds are scary. Simmons, Acuna, Alonso, Rengifo, Real Muto. They are they're a good club. Oh, and Max Fried as their ace. Man, they're paying him a lot of money. Then again, we're also spending a lot of money on Marco Gonzalez, who is still rehabbing. He'll be back soon. Ditto for Cutter Crawford. So we had a day off yesterday. We are going to be having a home game, playing our NLDS opponents in a rematch. But before we do that, of course, not only is there going to be a lineup intro, but there's also going to be something special because of what happened during the off season. We had one of our players retire after, 24 seasons in the professional leagues or within the organization. And then there was all his postseason appearances. So we retired his number. This is the first time in the 21st century Welcome in, Raiders, from the official Out of the Park channel. Tessuigi here with the flying purple baseball beaters, and you are in for a treat. I actually have 2 videos for today's broadcast. We'll start with the one that doesn't happen as frequently. Friends, please turn your attention to the video board for a very special presentation. There have been many greats who have come through Coors Field over the franchise's 30 seasons, some of whom have made it into the Hall of Fame wearing our cap and jersey. But if you ask any Rockies fan who their favorite player is, odds are they'll name the star who's worn the purple pinstripes for more games than anyone else in franchise history. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we honor Grady Sizemore. Sizemore was drafted in the first round of the 1999 draft by the Rockies and slowly developed into a talented player with a winning record, taking the AA and AAA championships in 2003. His first season with an All-Star nomination coincided with a pair of postseason MVPs and a World Series ring in 2006. Sizemore would sign a 9-year deal during the 2007 season to stay in Colorado and was rewarded with a second title and third postseason honor. Sizemore was the linchpin of the Rockies' three-peat from 2011 to 2013, and after that season tested free agency for the first time, only to come home on a 5-year deal. The Rockies would extend Grady in 2017, which combined with a decline in his playing time, but resulted in an incredible 6th title in 2021, something of a career resurgence for him. Grady was truly a threat on the base paths, leading the National League in stolen bases 4 times and putting up 30 stolen bases or more 6 times in his career. Although he never got the fabled 35-35 season, his 2006 was a 32-35 split, and he exceeded 2020 4 more times in his career. Line deep to right, Denver till I die, Rockies till I rot! Grady Sizemore with a walk-off grand slam! In his last season, he got the milestone everyone was hoping he'd get. 2,500 career hits on his 370th career home run. He leads the Rockies atop the leaderboard in games played, runs, hits, total bases, doubles, and walks, while sitting second in triples and stolen bases, third in home runs and RBIs, and fourth in wins above replacement. To honor his special place in Rockies history, we've added the rallying cry that he coined to his place in our rafters. Thank you, Grady. We'll miss you dearly. And now the starting lineup for your Colorado Rockies. Batting first, the designated hitter number 6, Taylor Walls. Batting second, the center fielder number 3, Albert Almora Jr. Batting third, the right fielder number 9, Brandon Nimmo. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 23, Rhys Hoskins. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 22, Tommy Joseph. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 1, Trent Grisham. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 44, Luis Corbello. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 10, Isan Diaz. Batting ninth, the third baseman, number 13, DJ Bichette. And tonight's starting pitcher, the right-hander, number 8, Justin Donatella. Thank you, Cardinals fan. It's funny. I knew there was going to be some player who would end up being the arc hero of this save. I thought it was going to be Griffey. Thought it was going to be Thames. Nope. It's the guy who spent his entire pro career in purple pinstripes. So Grady Sizemore joins the fabled numbers alongside Thames and Griffey and Carlos Guillen as well. Oh, diving stop by Curbelo, nicely played. The Mount Rushmore is complete. The outfield and the shortstop. Everything's going to Curbelo so far. Handling himself well. Big Willie Castro on the way. High drive to right center field. And a leaping grab by Almora into Nimmo. Good grief, are the two okay? Take another look at that one. Almost a near collision in right field. Aaron Civali, the starting pitcher. 5-pitch mix. None of them particularly good, but 17-7 last season. And Walls works the leadoff walk. Here's Almora, 2-0 on the way. Shot to right field, right at Austin Meadows for the first out. Meadows, Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds apparently a bit of a dunce in this game. Nimmo, high drive to right, and Reynolds will haul it in. 2 loud fly balls. Here's Reese Hoskins, 3-1. 2 fly balls, 2 walks. Reese is aboard. Here's new acquisition, Tommy Joseph. Placing Sean Murphy behind home plate. Little dribbler back to the mound. Civali will end the bottom of the first himself. The ever-dangerous Dom Nunez. This is drilled to center field, but coming in is Almora, and he makes a diving play. Old friend Claudio Arias. Now the career home run record holder. Chasing a ring, now playing for the Nats. DJ is as automatic as they come over there. That'll bring up Meadows. Bouncer to second. Curbelo throws in time. Another 1-2-3 inning by Donatella. That'll bring up Grisham, Curbelo, and Diaz. Grisham might still be a raw prospect, but he's expected to take over in left field. With Nimmo moving to right. Two and 1 the count. Curbelo takes ball 4. 3 walks so far by Civali. I'll bring up Isan Diaz, the man they nickname Extra Innings for his heroics in the postseason. Double steal successful. Now Diaz cranks one to deep center field. That should be deep enough. Friedel will collect it. Both runners will tag. And just like that, the Rockies manufacture a run. Here's DJ now, batting in the 9th spot. Another high fly ball to left center field. This one will fall and roll up against the fence. 2-0 Colorado as DJ picks up an extra base hit. Yes, that is Dante Bichette Jr. I just renamed him.
Strike 3.
Taylor Walls swings and misses on a strike 3 pitch. 0-2 clanks away from the catcher, Rodriguez. DJ will sneak to third. Now Almora with a runner at third. Bouncer up the middle, going to be a tough play. The speed of Albert Almora with an RBI infield single. How's that for some small ball? Uh-oh, that could be trouble. Ooh. Nimmo thrown out trying to stretch a single to a double. Oopsie. Take another look at the replay. And what's the... Marte wins the foot race. They got Nunez playing second, and yeah, that's a very good shortstop. No wonder they've got him signed. Sweetheart deal for maybe the MVP of the National League. It's either him or Harper. Friedel. Popped up into foul territory. TJ makes the play. Tommy Joe. Reynolds gets the first walk against Donatella. Control's still a bit of an issue, but at least he's got some pitches to rely on. Made 32 starts for the Rocks last season. Here's Wilfredo Rodriguez, the number 9 batter. That's 5 straight balls issued by Donatella. Quick mound visit to settle him down. Line to left. Grisham brings it in. Where did that ball go? Did he just like spike it? I've never seen that before. 1-1 on the way to Lindor. Grounded to short. Eson throws to Curbelo. And the top of the third is over. Rhys Hoskins high and deep to right. Reynolds will haul this one in. Tommy Joseph shot up the middle. Marte closes the gap. Ketel Marte, good second baseman. He does not have outfield ratings in this game. Here's Grisham. Hard hit to Marte. Much quieter inning for the Nats. Here's Willie Castro. Yeah, go figure, Sean. Good to have you in the chat. Nice play there by Grisham. The Dominator works the walk. 3 walks issued by Donatella. Still no strikeouts. Playing the contact game. Arias, fly ball to right. Charging in Nimmo. 2 down. Maybe in years prior that would have been going out. 0-2 on the way to Meadows. Called, or swing and a miss, strike 3. There's the first K of the game. Curbelo launches this to left. And he's aboard. 2-2 on the way to Diaz. Fly ball to right. Reynolds charging to his right for the first out. DJ Bichette tries the hit and run, but that's going to sail foul and out of play. It'll be a fly ball to left for Meadows for the second out. Curbelo taking off on the first pitch. He's in there safely. Walls works another walk. Not to get greedy, but we are kind of picking the pockets here. And this one scoots into center field. Wilfredo Rodriguez with a throwing error. And that's going to cash in a run. 2 down, runner at third now for Almora. Shot deep into the hole. Dom Nunez on the money to stem the bleeding. Donatella deep to left field. Grisham tracking it. Before the track, he makes the grab. Here's Brian Reynolds. Line shot up the middle. There goes the no-hitter. First hit of the day by a national.
Strike three.
Rodriguez swings and misses over a fastball. Here's Marte. 1-1 on the way. Hard shot through the wickets of Isan Diaz and into center field. Brian Reynolds will tag up and go to third. And here's Lindor. Second and third, 2 down. 0-1. A wild pitch will clank away from Tommy Joseph. And a run will score. Fly ball. Center field. And Donatella gets through 5 innings. We'll send him out for a 6th. Why not? Oh, Dom Nunez. That's why not. Let us get a lefty up. Hey, Ryan Barucki. I'll take 5 innings.
Strike three.
Neither pitcher having good command of the strike zone today. Umpire must be squeezing them just a little bit. Tommy Joseph, high and deep to right center field. How's that for a Coors Field welcome? That'll knock Civali out of the game. Chris Stratton taking over here in the bottom of the 5th. Still just 1 out. 6-1 Rocks. Back-to-back walks issued by Stratton. Now once again, Isan has runners on. Speed is murdering these Nationals. Isan Diaz will sneak into second on the throw. 2-run single. Rockies running away with this. And DJ pokes one through the middle infield. Isan will round third and will try to score. Not in time. The throw from Reynolds is on the money. And Taylor Walls will drive this into the right field corner. Yeah, that could have scored the run. RBI double. Stratton still just the 1 out. That'll be the end of the inning. Rockies put up a crooked number. It's 9-1. Barucki will take a seat. He's going to pitch here. Or he being Donatella. Easy fly ball to left. Nunez, 1-2 on the way. Called strike 3. Fastball at 96 on the gun. Arias to center field. Great work out there by Donatella. Screw it, we'll give him the 7th. Rhys Hoskins, 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. Make that 0 for 2. Reynolds will make the grab. Tommy Joseph got his first home run of the season. Here he'll ground out to the first baseman, Willie Castro. Donatella still in it. See Tony Gonsolin get loose in the bullpen. Austin Meadows, fly ball to right. Nimmo tracking it. And that'll be the first out of the top of the 7th. Friedel, the center fielder. Hit hard on the ground. Curbelo makes it 2 down. Bash in the dirt. Isan comes up throwing. 7 clean innings for Justin Donatella. To stretch time we go. Sing along if you know the words.
Come on, let's hear it for the Colorado Rockies. Colorado Rockies, my home team. Keep right on rooting for the Rockies. We're really picking up some steam. Just clap your hands for the Colorado Rockies. Feel that excitement in the air. Stomp your feet while you're rocking with the Rockies. Just try and stop us if you dare. I got Rockies fever burning in my mind. There goes another home run down the line. I'm always loved my Colorado Rockies. We've got a winner here this time. Colorado Rockies, Colorado Rockies, Colorado going home. Colorado Rockies, Colorado Rockies, Colorado, that's our home.
I was just looking. We've got a bunch of lefties. And, man, the Nats have 4 switch hitters. 3 of them in a row. Yeah, we're going to be going to McKinney here in this spot. Lined right to Ketel Marte. Excuse me. Curbelo 1 for 1. That's what, his 3rd walk so far? Yeah, 3 walks, 4 stolen bases, and a hit. Luis Curbelo is a problem. Diaz waits on this breaking ball and doinks it into right field. Attaboy Isan. Brady Rogers into the game now to deal with DJ Bichette. Once again, the runners are going. Once again, Curbelo now has 5 stolen bases in 1 game. That's a new Rockies single game record. DJ high and deep to left field and gone. All I can think of is, where was this last season when we bowed out meekly to this Nationals team in 3 straight games? DJ's not going to be in the 9 spot for much longer with that kind of raking. Another infield hit for Almora up against Dom Nunez. Nimmo lines this right to Lindor, who was drawn in. Donatella's day is done. Ian McKinney will take over. Stake to an 11-run lead. I hope it's enough. Ketel Marte, who flips around to bat from the right side. That's drilled the opposite way. Nimmo makes it look easy. Lindor, 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. McKinney coming out of the bullpen. Nice slider. Reese Hoskins swings and misses. That might be his last at-bat of the day. Tommy Joe to deep center field. Friedel will make the grab. Here's Grisham. Shot up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit. Nice at-bat there for Trent. Jose Angel Villa out of the Washington bullpen. Immediately greeted by a loud fly ball to right to end the bottom of the 8th. McKinney will stay in the game. Defensive substitution here. As Archimedes Gamboa will enter the game, taking over at second base and moving Curbelo to first. Willie Castro very high and very deep, and that one's going to end up in the trees. 436 feet to straightaway center. Pinch hitter here is another switch hitter in Carlos Figueroa up against McKinney.
Strike 3.
2-2 to Arias. Shot to second through the wickets of Gamboa. A hit for Claudio. That'll bring up Austin Meadows. 1-2 on the way. Straight it back up through the middle. Diaz will step on second, throw to first, and that is your ball game. Rockies win by 10. This isn't the return of the Stampede. What's with the score? All right. That's how opening night should go. 4 runs scored, 5 stolen bases, 3 walks. For Luis Curbelo. Let's get through this homestand and see where we stand. A loss, a win, and we win the series 3-1. Again, where was this last year? Cardinals coming to town. 11-1 clown shoeing. Gazelman picks up the extra innings save because, well, it was a 2-1 game, and then the wheels fall off. Tommy Joe coming up with a second home run of the season. That would be Ramiro Leal and Ryan Yarborough exploding. It was close. Hang on a second. Where's Max Tiesenbaum? Did they bench him? Was he injured? Ah, he's injured. And they got him catching now. Interesting. Old friend, part of the mid-2010s Colorado Rockies. As is Will Smith, so they got both of them. Huh. No, not Will Smith. I'm thinking Will Myers, my bad. Bottom portion of the lineup getting job done here. And a walk-off win. A bases-clearing double by Tommy Joe erases a 2-run home run off Evan Phillips. Ozzie Albies. With the big bop. With 3 on 2 out, Tommy Joseph with the bases clearing double. Wow. Clutch. Who is Jason Robertson? It's all these guys that were in our pandemic year that just sort of got rostered and then forgotten about. Off to Seattle we go. Sean Brady versus Jose Barrios. Because it's a lefty on the mound in Sean Brady. Looks like Nimmo's going to be DHing. Gamboa at second. Walls at short. Let's flip those two around, please. Isan Diaz taking the day off. I'd also much rather have Curbelo DHing. That looks better. Yohan Miezas in right field. Beautiful day at the tee. Barrios gives up a 2-run jack to Max Muncy. That is the one knock against Barrios. The long ball. 5 strikeouts, though. DJ on the money across the diamond. Here's Jorge Bonifacio. Corners are in to guard the bunt. Fly ball to center. Shoestring grab by Almora. Throw home is late. Or offline. Bo Bichette scores the game's 3rd run. Max Muncy already has a home run so far tonight. Here it's a chopper to second. Nice play there by Walls. And we've got to make sure Taylor Walls gets some games in along with Curbelo. All right. Miezes scrapes out a run here with 2 down. Miezes gets thrown out at 3rd. 7-3-5 the put out. Nice going, guys. Barrios. Okay, enough with the homers. Gonsolin's in now. Let's get McKinney in there. Try and neutralize Muncy. Bottom of 7. Mariners lead 4-1. The double by Miezes has so far been the only hit. Chris Ellis into the game. Tommy Joseph standing at second.
Strike 3.
Miezes will strike out looking. LJ Newsome going for the save here, and he locks it down. Tough game. And we come back the next day, and Enyel De Los Santos pitches 7 shutout innings. Nola strikes out 10 of our guys, but doesn't matter. We scraped one across. All that, and we're now sitting in the second wild card because the Padres decided to go wee. Phillips. All right, Swanson was in. Blew a head gasket. Phillips mops up the save. Nicely done. Gets all 3 outs, too. Nice. And Barrios leads the charge in the rubber match. Our old friend Justin Nicolino as a starter in this game at Philadelphia. Yeah, let's do this. Enyel De Los Santos on the bump against Nicolino. Luis Arraez is getting to start at first. Rhys Hoskins DHing today. Taylor Walls at third. Curbelo at second. Gamboa at short. And courtesy of a leadoff double, Daniel De Los Santos on the first pitch, no less. It's gobbled up by Arise. Nice play. We're going to intentionally walk Jorge Soler. I'd rather deal with Willy Adames instead. Give up the run. Bader now. Nice pitch by De Los Santos. Rhys Hoskins is in a slump. Great! Do I have to call Jake Bowers up too now?
Strike 3.
Alright, Arise works his way aboard. Miezes is aboard now. This is a double steal opportunity. Wee. Hit hard to first. They'll take the out, and we scrape together a run. Here's Gamboa now. Popped up to short. Fitzgerald makes the play. Curbelo now. Ooh. Oh, that's going. Luis Curbelo! He is having himself a start to the season. Maybe we just move him to first base full time. Especially if Rhys can't figure it out. I had hopes, kid. He's 29 years old. Oh, nice pick there by Arise. Maybe Louis takes over? Yay. Nice grab there, Miezes. Okay. Injured diagnosis pending. That's not good. Let's get Almora into pinch run. And then we'll put Henry Davis there. Was he hit by pitch?
Strike 3.
6 Ks for Nicolino. I'm beginning to notice an issue with our club. We strike out a lot. Taking over as a new catcher is Henry Davis. Popped up. First base. Arise barely needs to budge. Here's the shortstop, Fitzgerald. Rockies still lead 3-1. Arise with another strong defensive play. Here's the right fielder, J.J. Bleday. 3 straight groundouts. Arise. Makes it look easy. Ooh, good throw there. Rene Pinto with his first caught stealing of the season. And that's shot right back up the middle for a base hit, possibly an RBI. Nope, runners at the corners now for Curbelo. And that's also right back up through the middle. Back-to-back up the box. Louie. Nicolino on the ropes here. Reese Hoskins straight back through the middle. I'm noticing a trend. And Hoskins gets thrown out going to second. Ay. Adrian Del Moral taking over now on the mound. Should I bench Reese just for the boneheaded throwing move? Tommy Joseph definitely has been a bright spot to the season. Oops, that's a home run. Keep De Los Santos in. He's taking a load off from the rest of the pitching staff. Let's get Isan Diaz in to... Actually, no, let's give Isan the day off. What's his stamina like? Oh, he's 100% rested. Okay. Let's keep this group out there. Aniel still cruising here. Good thing, too. The rest of the team is rather tired. Having a day off for the closer, the setup man, the lefty specialist, all good things. Let's get Gonsi up. Hit hard, but right to walls for the second out. Full count to Anderson. Popped up on the infield. Gamboa brings it in. Heck of a start by Aniel De Los Santos. That'll be the end of his day. Tony Gonsolin into the game. Oh, and Walls now has the shiny snowflake. Defensive substitution, Isan Diaz taking over at short. That'll move Gamboa to second and Curbelo to first. The Hands crew is out. And Soler hits another home run. Let's go to McKinney with lefty coming up. Actually, let's... No, we go with our best guy. Let's go with Baraki. Unless Grisham can make this unnecessary. Gamboa, switch hitter. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Bases are loaded and stranded that way. Ryan Baraki in to deal with lefty, and lefty. And Baraki as a sidearm slinger is very good against lefties. Charging in Grisham, 1 out. Bleday. Strikeout victim. I guess I can turn the spray off. I don't need to really worry about shifting if the only option is weak or not. Sawinski works the walk. Rene Pinto now. Grounded to second. Good play by Gamboa. Rocky still this one, 5-3. Aniel De Los Santos. Hell of a game. It takes extras, but we win the third game. Extra innings, Isan. He did it again. Donatella pitching a gem, too. Go for the sweep. We don't get the sweep. We also have not gained any ground on the division leaders. Oh, no. We're only a half game back of the pod people now. Tommy Joe, bruised elbow. Oh, piff. Clown shoes. The Guardians. Good to see DJ moving up in the batting order. Nate Barnice. Let's see, do we yeah, we got time. We'll play this one out. Eson and Walls both riding the Schneid. Let's see, who would we rather have in the DH spot? Curbelo, that's an obvious choice. And I'd rather have Grisham over Miezis. Wow, that's a rough start to the season for Reese. We might have to find him another home. At least we know we got our next catcher to take over the spot. Henry Davis is under the tutelage of Tommy Joe. Telling you, man, Curbelo, something special. A slow dribbler through the legs of Jonathan Daza. Whoops! He Buckners it on that play. To be fair, he is not a first baseman. Gamboa will line out to the left fielder here at Progressive Field. Brock Burke gives up a solo shot to Cabrian Hayes, and we're all tied up at ones. Basically, I'm going to crank the stolen base slider up. Grisham already has 10 on the season. And Isan Diaz once again makes me look silly. Did not need. Is that MJ Melendez? Manuel Melendez? Looks good. Did not need to steal the bases. Diving stop by the first baseman. Biffs it. Oof. Barnese now drops the error. Bases loaded for Nimmo. Gonna be a close play. Nice work there by Gatewood. Wow. Grisham now has his second stolen base of the day. Isan watches a slider catch the outside corner. Burke, the pitching staff doesn't get too many strikeouts, but that's because the defense I've assembled behind them is really stinking good. Also means that my starters can go longer. Hello, runners at the corners. Gamboa. 5th stolen base of the season. Bases loaded, nobody out. Hello, Almora. Past the drawn-in infield. This one's going to get ugly. Nimmo, chopper to third. Hayes goes across the diamond. That arm is powerful. Grabello. Will ground out as well, but it's a productive out. If we can get Burke through 6 innings,
Strike 3.
I'll take it. And let's go to Gonsi. Welcome in, Raiders! Thank you for letting me know the mic volume is a little low, Cardinal fan. Just adjusted the microphone position, and hopefully that's enough. Thank you for the raid in, Kamish. Hopefully everything's going well with the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas and the EMLB. And my boy playing for those versions of the Guardians, Enya Kimura. Gonsolin picks up the 3-inning save. Only threw 32 pitches. We only needed the 2 pitchers. Isan Diaz going yardo with a double, a home run, and finishing a triple shy of the cycle. All right, where are my strategy settings? Strategy, stealing bases. As aggressive as you can get. Let's cause some havoc out there. Okay, credit where credit is due. Kenta Maeda has turned into a pretty decent pickup. Until Cutter Crawford's healthy, and we don't know when that's going to be. Oh, hey, Marco G will be back in 1 to 2 weeks. Just in time. He's got a player opt-out after this season. Yeah, I'll crank the mic volume up just a little bit more. Better? We better? Hey, no need to apologize, Kamish. It's all good. Jeremy Rivas with, ooh, a stat bonk. Okay. Let's get him down to AA. Donatella still has room to grow. All of a sudden, we got guys in the minors figuring it out. I like it. All right. Question is, what do we do with our first base situation? Okay, Hoskins is starting to figure it out. Give him another month, let's say. I think Arise is going to be demoted, though. Now, with that change, we do still have enough players to field the other positions. I think we need a 5th outfielder, though. Preferably someone who can play both infield and outfield. Is it Luis Matos? Is it Tim Tawa? Yeah, we're going to go with Tawa. We just need someone who can be a defensive backup and help out Miezas. A walk-off win courtesy of Reese. 3 RBIs from Big Fella. Good to see he's figuring it out. Ooh, bullpen blowout. Neither team comes out looking good in this scenario. Evan Phillips. Struggle bus. But Donatella sets us back to rights. McKinney the save. Phillips, are you going to not do this anymore? I did give you all the money. Let's do a Maeda start. We haven't seen Kenta Maeda on the bump yet. Oh, good. Hoskins is starting to heat up. Grisham still hasn't figured it out, though. I'm not too worried because he's stealing bases like nobody's business, but you got to keep an eye on that. A balk called on Trey McNutt. And Almora sneaks into third.
Strike 3.
Nemo, your strikeouts are driving me crazy.
Strike 3.
Of course, the Colorado Rockies are known for having a history of Japanese pitchers perform well. We've had Iwakuma, we've had Uehara. We've had a few. I'm trying to think who else we've had. Did we have Tazawa? I'm going to need to go take a look after we're done simming this game out. Rebello grounds into a double play. The tying run now stands at third for Isan. Who is going to send this foul? This has frustrating game written all over it. Oh, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Devin Travis. That's because he's barely made anything of himself in this game, but point made. Uh-oh. Come on, Almora. Nope. So Kenta Maeda is not having a good start. Everyone moves up 90 feet. Rescued by Haniger. Thank you for not dropping that Curbelo. Drilled deep to center field by Grisham. Ooh, on the warning track, J.D. Davis makes the grab. It is J.D. Davis? No, DJ Davis. I had the letters reversed. Tommy Joe passed ball. Bring the infield in.
Strike 3.
Marco Gonzalez and Cutter Crawford come back soon. The upshot of our offense is that we can dink and doink a bunch of hits and then string together some stolen bases and generate offense. The bad part of our offense is What happens when that doesn't happen? Another stolen base. Ooh, McNutt with a strikeout. Almora. Strikeout victim again. The stolen bases go for naught. I forgot to get someone loose. Go with Kopech. I just needed Maeda to stall for time, and that's what he did. I've seen enough. Yeah, we got shut out by McNutt. Cutter Crawford is healthy. We've been shut out in back-to-back games by the Mets. And then we win 11-7 and 10 by putting up 9 runs in the final few innings. Grand slams in consecutive innings off the same pitcher. How often do you see that? Wow. Attaboy Curbelo. Almora's leading the team in home runs with 8. Who is this person? All right, series win against Pittsburgh. Marco G. Welcome back. Enjoy your rehab stint. Let's do a series up against Cincinnati. Every so often we get an amazing pitching performance like this one by De Los Santos. Our accidental ace, Justin Donatella. Solo shot by Curbelo, his 6th of the season. Where was this all last year? Oh, right, we only discovered that he existed because he got sick. Or something like that. Just casually hanging out. Not in a minor league roster spot. And then comes up and proceeds to absolutely own the second baseman spot. Look at this. This could be a first baseman, too.
Strike 3.
We have built a fun baseball team. Not explicitly a good one, but definitely a fun one.
Strike 3.
The ever dangerous Acuna Jr. Right back up through the middle. Curbelo can't get to it. Throw is cut off. Acuna continues to be good. Now wild pitch by Donatella. You hear someone crow from the back. We want Leonardo! Oh, come on. That was a foul ball. We are getting dinked and doinked. There we go, Isan. Not liking this. Lined right to the shortstop. Isan Diaz makes the out. Justin Henry Malloy. 1-2 on the way from Justin Donatella. Called strike 3. Mason Wynn.
Strike 3.
And Donatella strands the 2 base runners. Store brand ace meet accidental ace. Be nice if we could get something going against Tepesh, though. Kopech's given us 2 innings. Let's go to Swanson. There we go. Some activity. Isan, you gonna do something funny here? Nope, that's playable, unfortunately. Dominic Leone out of the bullpen. Who else do they have? Oh, they've got Sale and Crochet. Oh, jeez, that's a really good bullpen. 3 closer quality players. I mean, yes, 2 of them are jerks. Why the hell did you sign Dom Leone to 2 years then? At $22 million. Please, someone help me. My team is dying. And, of course, runners get stranded. Well, let's go with Swanson. Keep Kopech a little fresh. They go with Kemp instead. Okay, so we still may have a chance here. Let's get Baraki up. Hello, Taylor. Reds, thank you for the follow. Could be an infield single. No. Carlos Zed Martinez makes the play. All right, Swanson gives us a second inning of relief. They go to Garrett Crochet. And we have runners on. Do we trust Isan up against a lefty? He actually rakes against lefties, so let's give it a shot. First things first, though. Wee. Bases loaded for DJ Bichette. Only 1 out. The 1-1 from Crochet. Soft liner into left. That'll fall for a base hit. The game will be tied. DJ comes through. What's the phrase? What's written around Sizemore's sticker on the wall? Denver till I die, Rockies till I rot. No quit in this team. Get Phillips up. Another stolen base. And now Davis just needs to put it in the air. Ah. They get the out at home. Walls needs to not do that. 2 extras, 2 extras, 2 extras. With the Manfred man standing at second, here's Justin Henry Malloy. And that could give the Reds the lead early. Throw is cut off by Phillips. Man, he has just not been himself this season. And Nimmo misplays it. He loses it in the lights. Oh, no. It's 5-3 Cincinnati. We should have won it. Full count on the way to Acuna. Very high. Bichette makes the grab. Logan W. Taylor, the third baseman. Another pop-up. Rockies will need to score 2 to tie it, 3 to win. Up against RJ Alvarez. Taylor Wall's already standing at second. Almora will doink this into right field. Tying runs aboard. Nimmo, high drive to center field. That will tie the game. That's off the wall. Still nobody out here on the bottom of the 10th. That's what speed do. Hoskins with a chance to walk it off. Floated into right field. That will fall for a base hit. Grisham will take a seat. Johan Miezis is up. And that'll do it. Nope. Gomez makes the grab. Dang. Hoskins, avoid the double play, please. And Rhys Hoskins will move up to second. Curbelo works the walk. Bases loaded for Isan Diaz. 2-2 on the way.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Oh, jeez. Let's get Baraki up. Bichette, the 2-0 on the way. Through the infield, the Rockies will take it 6-5 in 10. This game was saved by DJ Bichette and Nimmo too. Ooh, boy. Let's try to get to the draft in this stream session. Skip that series against Texas. All right, we lost the series, but we won the final game. Ooh, close play. They ambushed Maeda. Jonah Arenado with a grand slam in his return to Coors. Not saying he's the one that got away, but you compare him to DJ. He is a little better. DJ is faster, though. Slightly worse defensively. Alright, a series split with Miami would be swell. Nope. Now's not the time for a slump. Alright, 10-4 the win. Tied with the Giants, a game and a half behind the Pod people. Win a series against the Mets. We are breathing down their necks. Off to Chase Field. Lose that series. Great. Or maybe we work the split. I guess we are going to get to the draft today. I lost track of time a little bit. Grisham's ratings are starting to improve at least. Walls continues to develop. He's having a season. Marco G with a stamina and velo drop. Oh well. A lot of pluses. A lot of guys developing nicely. Tommy Joe wants to stick around long term. Not for that long, not for that money. We got Henry Davis for just that reason. Do we keep Barucki, though? I do like his pitching profile. I'd be up for keeping him. How about 3 at 3.9? He's pretty set on the 4.1 for 4. And make the last year a player option. There we go. I like Barucki. I want to keep him in this bullpen. Okay. Time to make some pitching moves. Barrios continues to be the weakest part of this pitching rotation. We're going to demote Maeda. Oh, refuses to be demoted. How about Barrios? Okay, great. That's less than ideal. Let's demote McKinney then. Call up Cutter. And you know what? We'll call up Marco G as well. Fully operational battle station and all that. Jose Barrios, a very expensive reliever. Actually, let's we don't have a. Let's just release Maeda. We can't DFA him. Welcome back, Marco G. Let's force start Barrios, though, because he's supposed to be the starter for today's game. There we go. And he had a good game. Alright, Reese continues to struggle again. Maybe we send him down and we call up Bowers instead? Bowers is definitely raking down in AAA. As is Arise, though. Let's give Bowers a shot. His first game back as a member of the Rockies. Why is Tim Tawa DHing? All right, let's get Isan in to play short, and let's get Gamboa DHing while he's still nursing that knee soreness. Let's give Grisham the day off. Put Tawa in left. Or in right, rather, and Miezas in left. Four players getting the day off up against old friend James Paxton. Seems to have done pretty well for himself in Kansas City. Royals and Rockies have really traded with each other a lot, I've noticed. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Oh, and they called up Bryson Stott to rub salt in the wound, too. Great. Solo shot from Curbelo. Telling you, the guy's something special this season. We have 4 guys with double-digit stolen bases, by the way. Henry Davis standing at third. Hello, hello. Wee. And Marco G, in his first game back, will deliver us 6 innings of 2-run ball. You can't ask for more. Marco is a G. Let's go to Swanson. Let's go to Gazelman. Actually, let's see if Swanson can give us 2 innings. No, he very much cannot. Nope, he will. All right, kind of wound up in the pain zone, but he gets us. Another old friend of ours, Jacob Barnes, acquired from Miami. Robert Gazelman in here in the bottom of the 9th, and he gets a leadoff double. Great. Good grab by Tawa. All right, first and second. 2 down for Seth Brown. 0-2 on the way from Gazelman. Bounce to first. Bowers flips to second. Okay. Tried to get the double play. Didn't pan out. And Bryson Stott will make us pay. He walks it off for the Royals. Oh well. That's what you call a revenge game. Marco still managed to get through without any earned runs. The 2021 NL Cy Young winner. And Baraki's going to be sticking around long term. All right, we'll do the draft, and then we'll wrap up there. We got a series up against the Giants, with Cutter Crawford making his return to the mound. My kingdom for a first baseman that knows what the heck they're doing. Glad Curbello's kicking butt, though. All right, we're actually drafting pretty decently. 21st. This is the Skeens Senga Yoshida draft. Ooh, Shanuel would be kind of fun. The mock draft has us taking Sabine Ceballos. Third baseman from Puerto Rico. The first overall selection, courtesy of the draft lottery, the Milwaukee Brewers will take Paul Skeens from the University of Tampa. The Twins will add Kodai Senga and his Ghost Fork from Japan. The Fukuoka Rings, wink wink. The Marlins will add from the Osaka Bulls, Masataka Yoshida. Red Sox taking Schwellenbach. Wyatt Langford goes to the Pale Hose. So far, no big surprises. Nolan Shanuel going to the Phillies. There's a surprise. Reed Van Scoter going to the Dodgers. What do they see in him that I'm missing? We might be able to swipe someone decent. Either that or the pitching, or the talent pool has just evaporated. Alright, hang on a second. This is bugging me. Who were the other Japanese pitchers we've had? I know Kim Byung-hyun, that's Korean. Right about there. Alright, Akinori Otsuka we had. And Hideki Okajima, that's who I'm thinking of. And Uehara. The Bento Box bullpen, I remember we had when all three of them were around. Kumar Rocker to the Orioles. Outfielder Isaiah Drake seems interesting. Jackson Ferris just seems like he wouldn't move the needle that much. We do not need another catcher. Adam Chusky. Call him Scrabble. They are the same player, more or less. Let's go with Ferris. Unless there's a name in here that intrigues me. Christian Campbell. RJ Shrek. Drake's strikeout rate worries me. All right, Luke Keyshaw kind of intrigues me as a super utility dude. I think that's who we're going to take. Oh, that's why he wants a lot of money. All right, we're going to take Jackson Ferris there. Now let's see if we can... Let's go with Adam Chusky. I do like my defensive shortstops. Kevin McGonigal, come on down. I mean, Mike Bove could be something. Oh. Impossible. Riku Nishida. I mean, on the one hand, I don't know if any of these guys are actually going to make the roster by the time I wrap up the stream session or the save. We'll see. Angel Benitez. Yeah, sure, let's do it. All right, and I'll let my scout finish the rest. We did manage to save a lot of money on the draft. All right, let's wrap up the stream session with the rocks for now. All told, pretty satisfied with how the season started. Hoping Rhys Hoskins can figure it out at some point. Or do we just call Arias up again? We'll give Jake Bowers more opportunities, but I'm glad Arias is in the organization, and Vidal Brujan is just murdering baseballs in AAA. Nimmo having half as many strikeouts this season compared to last in a third as many games is less than ideal. Thank goodness he's got an opt-out in 2026. Runs against best in the National League. Exactly as you'd expect. Alright, let me see. I want to check if my buy order for Ichiro has gone through on the Hiroshima Team Redacted. We're going to do a little Perfect Team Theme Team check-in. Collect some drops and see where we stand. Oh, great. They're playing my other theme team, the Shibugamo Francophonies, players with French last names. They just added Chase Delotte. Right, they're the ones that need the clubhouse stars. We did get Butch Henry and Eric Bédard. Moving Claude Passot out of the bullpen, or out of the rotation. But still, there's so many better players available with clubhouse stars. I just need to be able to, get them. We still got the top buy order out for Ichiro. Or we used to, and I'm going to make sure we do again. Tiny little pack rip. I may be streaming on Saturday, and that may involve a Mob Your Bob within the Saturday Scouts, because I won't be streaming the first Saturday of September. I will be away from computer. So I figured might as well get something like that in. I have about 70 packs on the Bob Cajun Bobs. And I know for a fact one of my theme teams next cycle is going to be players who played on the Flying Purple Baseball Beaters. Let's skip over to the Francophonies. Okay, I got a couple packs, but as you can see, we're sitting on points because we don't have the clubhouse stars to do anything. Richard, Charleston, Martin, Belle. Yeah, getting a big Russell Martin card would be pretty dang good, because it means I can stop relying on Jonathan Lucroix. I might do a little perfect drafting here. Bob! Mabe. Who's coming out the historical pack? It is Michael Fulmer. Alright. Daily Scrum seems to be the one I do the best at. But I also wouldn't mind doing any of these with yeah, let's do Daily Scrum. Also because as an IT guy, that often is what I end up spending a lot of my mornings in. Let's do a daily morning mix-up. And a daily pitchers first. We'll draft these and then we'll call it a stream. Tomorrow's going to be the last game of my softball season. My team was the champion on Monday. Tomorrow, if we even play the game because it's supposed to be raining, it'll be for 5th place. So a little less than ideal. Blue Jays and Twins are playing each other right now in real life. All right, let's go. Some really fun cards here. Cespedes in left would be a great choice. We need a starter. Farber or Brown? I'm going to go with Brown. And then Yount as our shortstop. I like Lance Berkman, but he's going to need a platoon buddy. Let's go with Ramon Martinez. And Jermaine Dye to be a right fielder. Veritek as a catcher, yes. Conley as our closer. Do we go with Soria or Leach? Tommy Leach is a third base defensive stud. Yeah, let's do that. Jamie Moyer helping out the rotation. Alrighty. Good Canadian kid, Arthur Irwin. Can't pick him. We already have what we need at that position. Do we really trust Cespedes in center field? The answer is no. So Gregory Santos and... Sure, we'll load up on pitchers in this round. Whatever. Ooh, Matt Davidson would be fun if we didn't already have those positions. Muncy is a second baseman. All right, so we got our center fielder in Denzel Clark. That much I know. Who do we want more, Heine Wagner or Max Muncy? Why not both? Ooh, Bonderman. That looks like a fun pitcher to have in the rotation. One batter in this round. Guess we might as well go reliever shopping. So Bonderman, Cavalli, Beckwith. Cunningham's an interesting choice. Let's go with Melendez as a super sub, especially because he can catch as well. Schofield, Estrada. Let's go with Dick Hall as our... Actually, we already have a utility infielder in Max Muncy. Second pitcher would not be a bad idea in this round. So Arrighetti, Melendez, Hall, and Estrada. We just need one more pitcher and 3 batters. Oh, Joe Black looks amazing for that pitcher spot. Ray Euler to be a super utility or a super shortstop backup. Kyle Farmer. Billy Martin. The whole bottom row. We'll take it. Yeah, I trust Black more than I do Cavalli. Profiles pretty well. Oops, alrighties. Yeah, Muncie DHing I'm okay with. Yeah, not much I can do about the platoon splits there. All right. That's one draft down, 2 to go. Morning mix-up. Interesting arrangement. Stone Healer, thank you for the follow. And at 2025 Yankee Stadium, so short porch in right field. Oh, locking down shortstop right out the chute is nice. Go with Gene Segura. Robertson or Carlton? Let's go with Big Steve there. Another Canadian kid in Jeff Heath. Oh, that's a very big Kurt Schilling card. That's an easy yes. Already seen 3 catchers. Great. Kidlow, all contact, nothing else. Alright, Jeremy Burnitz. I can work with that. Ken Holtzman's a nice choice. Or do we go with Red Wilson? One of our catcher spots. No, I'm comfortable with Burnitz and Holtzman. Load up on pitchers early, I guess. Alright, one of 2 gold rounds. I love that Jim Bunning card. Let's do it. Van Slyke needs a platoon buddy, but I wouldn't say no. That's a big Jose Vidro bat. Ooh, Troy Melton to close. Yeah, we're loading up on pitchers. This isn't pitchers first, but I like it anyway. There's the new Eric Gagne card. Very nice looking. King Kelly, who can be one of our backup players. Tom Glavine, and let's do Maury Wills. Oh, we need 5, so let's grab Braggs as well. Pick of the litter here. Do we want Vladdy? Or do we want Shoeless? Let's flip Burnitz to left for certain. We're going to go with Vlad. Oh, that's a big card. There's our catcher, Chris Hoyles. Right in the nick of time, too. We've already seen 8 of 10. Not liking the lack of... Yeah, we should probably move Gagne and Glavin to the bullpen preemptively. We still need one starting pitcher. Armstrong makes a lot of sense. We need another center fielder. We've seen 6 of 10. We still have 2 gold rounds to come. I don't have a third or a first baseman yet, so maybe we go Domit? I'll go with Darnell. Speaking of more defense up the middle, Brendan Ryan. I mean, we already got Segura, though. Grab Bob Shaw. CJ Kafis. Nice looking profile there. And we've hit our catcher count, so Ron Karkovice, welcome to the team. Still needs something resembling a defensive center fielder. We'll grab Quisenberry. Kevin Kiermaier, that'll work. That will work indeed. Let's get Guzman into the rotation as well. Whoop. We do still need a second baseman. We don't need any more pitchers, that much I know. Sure, we'll take Delino DeShields. Okay, Pretzels Getzine is an amazing name. Then Ray Blades. All right, 2 players left. Let's go. Oh, wait, we already have 5 outfielders. Darwin Barney up the middle. And Buck Farmer in the bullpen. There we go. Carlton as closer. I can get behind that. Actually, let's pair him with Holtz. No, Holtzman's also a lefty thrower. Shoot. Holtzman also definitely profiles more as a lefty specialist. Let's make him also alt long relief. Gagne into mid bullpen. all told, I think we came out of this with a halfway decent team. Burnitz as a backup center fielder kind of stinks, but we'll manage. We got one more, but I'm almost out of time, so I will draft that one later. The pitchers first. Let's see, is anyone ready? Oh, let's raid into Respawn. He's doing some Madden. Are you ready for some football? Oh gosh, he's been going for 4.5 hours. Poor guy. You'll see me next on Friday with Return of the Stampede in Pawapuro 2024-2025. And then on Saturday with the Scouts, we're back to Honkball Hofetklasse. Time is precious, folks. I'm grateful you've chosen to spend some of yours with me today. Firage, take us out. Let's finish the week strong.